since Canada. And we're joined now by his team principal, Mike Krack. Great to see you. Congratulations. How did you do it?
I didn't get it.
How did you do it? How did you get it?
It was a very, very intense race today. I think from the start, well, already yesterday with the rain, with the dry, it's really tough these days when you have all these changing conditions all the time. But I think, yeah, great result today for Fernando, great result for the team. Fastest lap, 19 points. I'm quite happy that we could come back a little bit from our, say, dip in performance lately. It is the first sign that hard work pays again, you know, and yeah, we need to try to keep it up now. We have Monza next week. We have another 2 races after that in the next week, so hopefully we can confirm, but today we have to enjoy what we have achieved.
The start of the race obviously was crucial in that first decision to get onto the Inter, then the decision to get back onto the soft. I think you were one of the first cars on the Inter at the first stop, and then one of the first cars back onto the soft. How difficult were those decisions with the radar today?
Yeah, I mean, now it is clear in hindsight, obviously, that it was the right decision. You have probably also, you can see that with Lance, we tried to leave him out, like a couple of other cars did as well. So that was not the right decision. So it is quite critical, and you have not much time to react in such time. So you have to decide within a couple of seconds, and then in the case of Fernando, obviously it was a good decision. In the case of Lance, unfortunately, we need to look at it, you know, how this came up. But yeah, all in all, this is how these things go then, and then obviously the safety car will help you to come back a little bit in the race, but the damage was done for Lance in that area, in that situation.
But you've got to talk about Fernando in these situations. He's so clever. I mean, there was a point where it was running very heavily, and he decided he wasn't going to come in because I'm guessing he sort of predicted they'd stop the race or they'd bring out a safety car. Is that correct?
Yeah, absolutely. We know that this can happen in such situations, and it is about survival mode, and if we can call it like that. And I think the experience at Le Mans, the experience in other categories in such situation is really paying, because you have multiple stills in Le Mans in different conditions where you just have to stay out because the pit stops are so long. So I think this experience, but also you have to have the skills to do it. It's also not so easy to stay on track in such conditions, but you could see that.
Who's taking the lead? Are you taking the lead from him, or is he taking? You're working together? How's it work?
No, we do that together. That is something that, you know, Fernando is all the time asking. But then also when it comes to the moment, he's executing the way it has to be done. So it's a great team effort, honestly. And yeah, we couldn't be more happy today. A little bit more we could be, but we should take it how it is.
You talk about wanting to take this forward to Monza and the recent dip in form. Have you got a better understanding of why that happened and how you've been able to correct things?
Well, I mean, the people at base and at the track, they're really working hard. You know, in all July when we had these races where we went a little bit down, there was a lot. The lights in the new factory did never go off, to be honest. And then, you know, it's about bringing parts. And I think we managed to do a small step in Spa. I think we managed a step here. I think we need to be careful, you know, not to overreact too quickly. Is it now the good step in the right direction? You know, we need a bit more races, because we had a lot of changeable conditions also, we have to be honest, you know, so to conclude on the pecking order from this weekend, I think will be dangerous.
Thank you very much for your time. Congratulations today.
Thank you very much.
Okay, let's take a closer look at Mercedes Day. It was a mixed bag for them. Lewis Hamilton finishing 6th and George Russell having to retire from the race with a